CoolFMOnline.com, on location at Get Lit Books in Sierra Vista, their brand new location. It's the grand reopening of Get Lit Books along with GrooveLab. Let's go inside and take a look at the new surroundings here and the new space for Get Lit Books of Sierra Vista. Ah, yes. Look at this. And we have the owner here, Roxana McGinnis. Roxana, hello.
Hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing good. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. You moved out of your old location, and I think I can see why.
Yeah, we have a lot more space here.
Yeah.
It's more open, a lot more light, windows.
And you formed a partnership, too, with the folks over here at GrooveLab.
Yes, we did.
And we're going to be talking with Jen Doris in just a few moments. So it's kind of a nice partnership with her as well.
Yes, definitely. It's ideal, I think.
Well, for those who may not know and are just joining us, talk a little bit about Get Lit Books, your history, and the selection of books that you have.
Sure. We opened, it'll be 4 years in December, so December of 2017. And we opened with mostly used inventory and a few new books and some gift items. And since then, we've expanded quite a bit. We've filled a lot more shelves. We've added a lot more shelves. We still do both new and used books, but we're trying to get more new books in all the time so that we always have those new bestsellers and, the things that are really popular and the new, we keep in things like local guides and local authors and stuff that we have in our new book section. And then we've also expanded our gift items and we've got some local souvenirs and different things like that now. And so we have a little bit of everything.
Are the hours and days going to stay the same?
Should for a while. We right now we're open Tuesday through Saturday, and on the weekdays we're open 10:30 to 6, and on Saturday we just close an hour early at 5. We are going to be trying to add Mondays to that between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So for holidays, we'll be open 6 days a week. And then after the new year, we'll go back to 5 days, and not 100% sure if Monday's going to be our day off or not. We'll always be closed Sunday, but we'll see as we get closer to that.
And for those of you just joining us, this is the grand reopening of Get Lit Books here in Sierra Vista, located at 88 South 1st Street. And it's easy because it's right behind, you're literally right next to behind JV Boba's. And right now here in Sierra Vista, at their current location anyway, on Fry Boulevard. I know they're going to be moving further down the street, but for right now, this is the easy way to describe as well. Linda's Lounge, you're right across from Linda's Lounge. As well, too. The grand reopening. Well, this is exciting. Let's take a look around here, shall we? Take a walk around. Do you have various sections, a children's section? And
yes, we do. So we have a genre, mystery, romance type of things. We have this little corner. I'm still working up a few last minute things, but we have our journals, and this is kind of the literary lovers corner where we've got our journals and books on writing and author biographies and different things like that. And then over here we've got our general fiction. We've got some gifts. We've got history, that type of thing, and we still have a kids corner.
All right. Okay.
We still have a kids corner. It's over here. We're working on doing some rearranging over here. So I apologize. It's a bit of a mess right now, but we do have a kids corner. We're working on separating out adding some things for parents and some classics and nonfiction for homeschoolers and different things like that. So we'll be expanding that section. And then, of course, we still have our ever-popular sci-fi, young adult, classic literature, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
All right. Well, Roxana, you are the only locally owned and operated bookstore in Sierra Vista, correct?
Yes.
I mean, you've got the other one, but that's affiliated with the library.
Well,
right?
yeah, they're friends of the library, so they're
right.
a nonprofit. So
right.
It's all used books by donation. So it's not, it's curated. We definitely do the curation and all of that to make sure that we've got what local people are looking for.
Right, right. And if somebody doesn't see a book that they would like, or if you can order books too.
We can special order just about anything.
Yeah.
If it's in print, we can usually get it.
And it's a good way to support you and keep you going here in the community. So if you've got a book, instead of go through Amazon, go through you. Please, and show support, local support of the businesses. So because bookstores kind of a dying breed. It's they're not around as much as they used to be.
Right.
So let's support Get Lit Books, and you're going to be here today till 5 o'clock, right?
Yes.
All right. It's the big grand reopening. Roxana, anything else to add here? We're going to take a walk over then and say hi to Jen at GrooveLab.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Thank
you
so
Todd.
much. You bet. All right, folks. Get Lit Books grand reopening, and right next door is GrooveLab and Jen Doris. How you doing?
Hey, Todd.
Well, this is a beautiful spot as well. Jen, what is GrooveLab? Because you were at a different spot too as well.
Right, and people have known and know me at Studio 697. So I was in 2 different locations. So this is definitely finally feeling like home for us. Roxanne and I have known each other for years, and we've always talked about if we could find a space that could match together the music stuff that I do with her bookstore stuff. So it was just perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. So we got the space over here. So I do music lessons in here, group music lessons for our youngest kids are 5 up into adult. Mostly in the evenings because I still work full time too, so this is a side gig. But we do the taiko drumming, which is Japanese ensemble drumming. We got all these fabulous steel pans, and so I really have this vision to create, a fabulous steel pan community band is what we're trying to build out. And also I'm gonna look to doing some modern band instruction for kids, doing guitar, bass, drum set, and things like that. We also have some kids that also do a pre-band program where they're learning recorders and these other sort of introductory instruments to get them ready to join a band. But these also can be for adults that maybe missed the boat and didn't learn an instrument growing up and they just want to do it now. And the nice thing is, our groups are basically, 5 to adult, 10 to adults. So we have adults in with kids, and it's really, really fun also for the adults, because then some of the times they don't feel so apprehensive that they don't know what they're doing. So yeah, I mean, it's a great space. We want to do some open mic nights and do some interesting things of blending music with literary. We had Travis here from Making Friends that does puppets, so we're talking about like doing some really cool stuff that we don't have going on here in Sierra Vista.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and this is a really good stress release as well too.
Exactly.
Banging
exactly.
on,
Even though some people will say it's a little stressful at first, there's a little learning curve.
Right.
But taiko especially, we have a really fun evening group that meets on Mondays, because we do taiko when the bookstore is closed because it's a little loud.
Well, yeah,
just
right.
Slightly loud. But the ladies, and it's mostly a ladies group right now, and they just love it because they just get to hit the drums and not worry about anything. So, and it's also bringing back that social where I think people just want to gather again and be around people and make music. So I'm happy that I can provide that.
Yeah.
For everyone. Yeah.
Well, and you've got a new name, GrooveLab.
Exactly, GrooveLab.
I like that sound. I like that name.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're trying to bring the global groove here to Sierra Vista. So with a little bit from Japan, from Trinidad, from everywhere. So yeah, we just want people to come out, enjoy the bookstore, and join in some of our classes. Our hours of operation are a little wonky because it's based on when we have classes.
Right. When is your next class?
So right now we're in a 10-week session. So we're doing 10-week sessions. And we're going to have an end of session concert, so to speak, in December. Then we'll take a little bit of a break. I may do, that's what I'm thinking of doing, the pilot program for the modern band program. So if you follow us on Facebook, you'll see it on there. But our next 10-week session is going to start in January. Classes range from about $15 for kids to about $40 for adults. And again, that's for 10 weeks. So that's an incredible bargain for music instruction for 10 weeks.
Absolutely.
And like I said, mostly it's in the evenings right now. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And they can just stop on down here at,
Yep.
at Get Lit Books, and you know, if you're not around, talk to Roxana
Absolutely.
McGinnis,
Yep.
and she'll get you
Roxana.
set up. You're also
Yep.
on Facebook. Are you on Facebook as GrooveLab yet, or?
Yes, so we're GrooveLab 88,
GrooveLab 88.
which was sort of a play on the business our building number. So our building number is 88 South First.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So
the address.
it's GrooveLab 88. But even if you followed us under Project Encore, because that's the nonprofit end of what I do. GrooveLab's sort of the business space, but Project Encore is what I do as far as a nonprofit with the music stuff.
Okay, all right, great. Well, we'll put the link on top of this post to GrooveLab as well too, so folks can get a hold of you or come on down. You can come on down today if you're watching
Exactly.
this
We're
video.
going to be here till probably 5:36.
Yeah, right.
And you
So-
can play the instruments.
And you can come on down and bang on the instruments, and yeah, it's sounds like a lot of fun. And well, if the folks can contact you, come on down today, or through Facebook, or stop on down during business hours as well, and they'll get you set up here for your next classes
You bet.
down the road.
You
All right,
bet.
Jen Doris, thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Todd.
and good luck. Absolutely.
Thank you.
GrooveLab, next to Get Lit Books here at their new location in Sierra Vista, right behind JV Boba's. And we have some.
You can't quite tell what's going on.
This is the authors chat right now, going on right now. Two authors of Sierra Vista, and joining me right now is Mr. Stu Canold. Stu, how you doing?
Todd, I am doing excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing great. And then we have another author, Edward R. Jones. They call him Randy, locally here. And he wrote his very first book as well. I tell you what, Stu, let's talk to Randy, and then we'll move over and talk to you when we're done talking to him. Come on over, Randy.
That's the first. That's the cover of the first book, or for advertising.
So this is your first book, Singing from the Heart.
It's the type of singing Old South in the Old South in the early days. Field hands, and people just could draw a note out a mile, and then it moves into a couple falling in love, and it's not all that easy. Even back then, it's complicated. But it was something that I enjoyed doing. I spent the first 25 years of my adult life as a pilot. And I retired from Fort Huachuca as a U.S. Army observation plane pilot. And then enjoyed writing.
And this was your very first book. What
Yes.
made you decide to write?
Everybody told me that I could come up with a pretty good plot, you know, and I started writing, and everybody seemed to like it. Then I got carried away, and the book's too big. I shouldn't have said that.
Well, basically what you're saying is you ended up finding that you had a talent. People encouraged you, and now you've got it actually in print
Yes.
and a beautiful cover. And how long has this book been available?
Since April.
Since April. Okay. How long did it take you to write?
2 years.
2 years. And how many pages we talking about here?
Take a minute. to
Or
find out
roughly,
again.
I mean,
You know, the reason I have to look is because it was. This one is. I don't have it.
694.
694 pages.
There you go. So it's a love story.
Yes, it's a love story, but it's not pornographic. None of that in there.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, how's the reception of the book been going so far? I suppose with you know-
Everybody that's read it beyond the third chapter or to the third chapter finishes the book.
Okay, so you're suggesting that they at least get to the third chapter and they're going to be addicted the rest of the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my marketing speech.
That's your marketing speech. All right. Well, this is great. We wish you the best of luck because right now it's really all about promotions, isn't it?
Yes, it sure is. And it's a hard thing to do. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of guys and gals too, I suppose, trying to do the same thing I did.
Yeah.
Get them a book.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, well, Randy, thanks for taking the time to join with us, and you're at Get Lit's book for a little while longer here, doing an author signing. So meet a couple of local authors. We're going to talk to the other guy here, Mr. Stu Canold. Stu, it's Blue Line of Death.
And the sequel, Blue Line of Life and Death, Chasing the Money. You have to read the first book, obviously, first. You finish the first book. If you like it, you're going to want to read the sequel to see what the heck happens here. The editor's got the third book. It's a trilogy. Believe it or not, since the last time we talked, I had gotten very discouraged. I hit a lull. And then all of a sudden, things started to pick up. And the books are actually doing quite well. The tough part is getting it out here, which is why I appreciate everything you do and the people who allow us to do book signings, like Get Lit. It really, really helps. As you said before, every little bit helps.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's Blue Line of Life and Death, and Blue Line of Life and Death, Chasing the Money.
Exactly.
Can you just give us a brief synopsis for somebody watching?
You're asking me to be brief.
I know.
Okay. Yes. Part of the book is based on my 15 years as a cop in southeast Los Angeles, down by Compton. Part of it's embellished, part of it's pure BS. It's about a cop and his partner who are out on patrol, the problems they go through, the laughter, the tears, the tragedy, and the protagonist has a fetish, and it goes through the book with the girlfriend who plays with his fetish and taunts him a little bit. And at the end, you'll think you'll have the ending. You will think you'll have the ending. Nobody has gotten it yet until you turn the last page. It is a shocker. It's gotten good reviews on a scale of 1 to 10. It's about an 8, an 8.5. People who have read the first book are coming back for the second book, and I'm having fun with it. I'm meeting all sorts of fantastic people, and I'm glad I did it. I was scared. My wife pushed me into doing it. A friend pushed me into doing it, and I do it again.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's amazing because, just like Randy we were talking to, you didn't write at all. You were encouraged to do it as well.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you started writing, and now you're in your third book.
Now the editor's got
The editor's
third
got
book
the book.
is done. It's a trilogy. The editor's
It's
got
like
the
you
third
can't
book.
stop writing because the ideas keep coming.
Here's the key, in my opinion, and it goes for anybody. Be you an author or anything else. I write every single day without fail, even if it's just a page. It's like anything else. If you do it, if you're lifting weights, you want to build up your body. If you lift weights consistently, you're going to be successful. And if you want to run a marathon, and I ran 4 LA marathons. At 48, I did the LA marathon in 3 hours, 40 minutes, which was good time. You train every day. You don't take a rest day. You may do a different exercise, but you got to be disciplined. And it's the same with writing. It's a tough business. Fortunately, I have a solid retirement. My wife started a business, gift baskets, and she's making money on it. She's going to be in the positive column after only a year and a half, which means we're going to have to pay more taxes, but that's all right. And we're having fun.
Well, and all this in your retirement.
All this
You
in
and
my
your wife.
retirement. And my
You've
wife,
started
correct.
a new life with your retirement, for all
Correct.
intents and purposes, right?
What happened in a nutshell, I was bored, right? I called the chief who hired me in Huntington Park, California, who's also retired. And the first book's dedicated to Randy. I said, Randy, I'm bored, help, I want to get back in the game. He said, so do I, and we're both too old. He said, you like to write? He said, write a book. So I did. And a lot of fear. I mean, you talk to Randy will tell you the same thing, a lot of fear involved, right?
Yeah.
But you overcome the fear, and my wife pushed me, a friend pushed me. They said, just keep going. And I had a lot of help as far as pushing me to get over the fear. And I've had a lot of help in the community here in Sierra Vista and Bisbee. There are some really great people who have allowed us to do book signings, which helps get the book out. And anybody, who reads it, when I sign the book, I'll put my phone number at the bottom. I'm glad to get feedback, positive or otherwise. Constructive criticism is great. After the first book, I took some constructive criticism and changed elements in the second book because of the comments.
Sure.
And that's what it's all about. It's the people and word of mouth. I was telling you earlier, after the Veterans Parade, my wife and I were fortunate enough to carry the wife of the deceased Purple Heart recipient in our 98 Corvette Purple Pace Car. After we went to breakfast, some of us, and one of the women at the table said, is your second book out yet? I said, it is. She said, I want a copy of the second book, and I want a set, the first book and the second book, for a friend of mine for a Christmas present. Now, I mean, what more can you ask for?
Yeah, because she enjoyed reading the first book so much.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well,
Right.
that's great. Blue Line, Life and Death, and also Blue Line, Chasing the Money. The follow-up and your third book will be coming out when?
The third book should be out in the spring, and it's tentatively titled A Leg Up. Leg, A Leg Up, and for good reason. And you'll have to read the third book to find out what A Leg Up is all about, although there's a hint in the first book.
Yeah. Now, where can people get Blue Line, Life and Death? Where can people get your books? Is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon. Here's my problem with Amazon.
Well, get it here at Get Lit Books.
Exactly.
Come here. I should have never brought it up, Amazon up. You have it here at Get Lit.
You can get it at Get Lit. You can get it at Books and Music. You can go to 5tompublishing.com. That's my website. The number 5, TOM publishing.com. You can buy it off my website. I will sign it and mail it to you. The plus for me, if you buy it off my website, is that I make money on it. You buy it off Amazon, they kill me. Or go to Get Lit, Books and Music, and you can get the book. But if you want it signed, find me at a book signing or 5tompublishing.com. January 22nd next year, which is a Saturday, I'll be doing a book signing at Books and Music in Bisbee. Next weekend at the Palmdale Mall, I'll be there. The Corvette Club is having a car show, the Thunder Vet set, in the mall parking lot. and there'll be a crafts fair inside the mall. I will be signing books inside and outside the mall. So if you want a copy of the book, come down to the Palmdale Mall next Saturday, the Sierra Vista Mall.
Yeah, Sierra Vista, I was going to say. Yeah,
Sierra Vista Mall, and I'll be happy to sign the book.
All right.
For your books.
Sounds good. Stu Canold, author, Sierra Vista author, and of course, Randy here, Mr. Edward R. Jones with his book as well, Singing from the Heart. And folks can get your book here at Get Lit Books as well, too, right? Right, Randy?
Right. And they can pick up a card that has the vital information on it.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much.
You can keep that if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. We'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stu. Take care, guys. A pleasure. Come on down and support local authors here
What's your
in
step?
Sierra Vista, Arizona. And they're here at Get Lit Books for a little while longer today, part of their grand reopening. But their books will be available at Get Lit Books as well here in Sierra Vista. Guys, take care. Have a great day. And folks, come on out. Check out the new location of Get Lit Books of Sierra Vista, Arizona. So long, folks.